Hi, I'm Kristin Davis, and I want to know, are you a Charlotte? Everybody, hi, welcome back. Sarah Jessica is still with us. Here we go. We're just going to jump right back in. All the things that you have done. Did you ever see that coming?
No, I don't think any of us, I don't think that experience is, and I think other people have these kinds of experiences that have not been a replication of, they're not an imagining that you have because they didn't exist. Parts of it exist, like for instance, people knowing who you are, or being a public figure. Those are things you can imagine or try to imagine, like what is that like and how does that affect a life. But because the show was so unusual, because New York City was so unusual inside the show, because there were all these women on the show, because fashion was in the show, because bags were in the show, because shoes were in the show, because it was shooting New York in ways that even inside cinema hadn't ever been shot that way.
Right.
I mean, the closest I can kind of see in a way is An Unmarried Woman, in terms of like a city being colorful and kind
incredible.
of, culture letting itself be known, and the streets looking a kind of aspirational, very different than a lot of other 70s cinema, which was hard, and the city was a wreck, and a lot of people in cinema in New York City were confronting these kind of challenges that politics and time and economy were dictating.
Right.
So I couldn't have imagined it because it didn't exist.
Yeah.
And I think, as you and I discussed in the past, if not on your podcast, then in person, I never wanted to be famous. I didn't not want to be famous. It didn't occur to me to be thinking about it because it wasn't part of, it had nothing to do with why you wanted to be an actor.
Right.
And fame was, Paul Newman,
Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep, Dustin Hoffman, Jodie Foster, Robert Redford, Barbara Streisand, Cicely Tyson, big figures in the movies, and television was a different thing. And then there was theater, and I just wanted to work. Like I was like, how can I be a working actor?
Right.
Will that ever really happen?
Right.
Will there come a point in my life where I go to Chemical Bank and I'm not panicked about how much money I'm withdrawing on a weekly basis?
Yeah.
Like I would give myself $40 to last me for the week. $40.
And
$2.20 spitting out of that machine was like, girl, you were crazy. Taking $40 out.
I love it.
So I don't think any of us could imagine it because it didn't really exist. There were elements you could pull together, but there was not a organism that we could look to.
Right. Also, it was not a requirement back then. I think that's important to say, because I think now it seems like it is. I don't know if it really is, but it seems like it is.
Yeah.
But it wasn't in our horizon as we must be famous to be able to work. That didn't go together then.
Like the privilege of, and I really mean this, and there are lots of actors today who feel the same way. They just simply want to work. They want to do good work. They want to work with good actors, but they're happy to work on things that aren't great in order to just get a career established and pay the bills and learn.
And this is very important now because the middle class of actors is hurting badly.
Hurting badly.
So sad.
The Journeyman, which I was a proud member of, and I feel like you felt like that too.
Yes.
Like that's been seriously compromised, and will be more so with this merger. Like it's actually devastating, and it doesn't just affect the Journeymen, many of whom were telling their stories, but it's also the Journeyman hair and makeup people, crew members.
God,
the collateral damage is
the caterers.
Everything, like it goes with,
Everything.
people that clean costumes, people that
Build costumes.
Yeah. So
our dressers.
that was really a lucky time, I think, to be an actor.
Yes.
Post being a contract player in Hollywood, like it was a middle period.
Yeah.
Where it was post studio ownership.
Right.
And pre-streaming, where you're not doing that many episodes. A 6-8 order is a perfectly fine, reasonable, big deal. You're happy to have it.
Right.
But I think it's going to be there will be a reckoning about who we are soon. I mean, I think a merger was I think the board approved it like 2 hours ago.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to get out a different picture than I was going to show you because I have so many.
Oh, we're going on the Warner Brothers. Oh.
Isn't it
wow,
beautiful?
That's so sad. Is that lot going to be there still? What will it be called?
Okay, I don't know. But listen, there's going to be a riot in Los Angeles if anyone does anything to that lot, because that is one of the main things that is being discussed at this point, and that is a priceless jewel. No one can change anything on that lot. I feel very strongly. And when I watched this particular episode, which is when we go to LA, as you remember,
is this a screen grab?
Yes.
Oh, I was like, I never remember actually seeing.
Because you drive onto the lot to meet McConaughey.
Yes.
And you're in that car.
Yeah, the Mustang that I almost.
Exactly. The
Mustang
terrifying Mustang
that awful.
I was just on Sweetser the other day and I was like, this is the block.
I can't even drive on Sweetser anymore.
I know.
I literally won't drive up that street.
I know. I had
even with an automatic transmission. I just.
I know.
Can't.
I have an anxiety attack as well when I'm on it. And do you remember that I was not in that scene, but I came?
Yes.
Because I was like, wait, what's happening?
Yes.
Is everyone okay?
Because you were in the rodeo scene right afterwards that day, I remember.
I think I come and I go, right? Like
were
Charlotte
you in
was dipping in, dipping out. No,
you
I don't get to stay
either?
for that either.
I wasn't in that. Was I in that?
I think you watch.
Oh.
You watch her being her bold old self.
Right. Right.
It's a great episode. It's so much fun. And I had.
What season is that?
That is season 3.
California?
Yes.
Wow.
I just also, when I parked down off Sweetser and then I walked by the old Standard, which they're redoing, hopefully into something decent.
Wow.
I mean, it's a lot of change.
Wow.
It's kind of terrifying. But I love the LA episodes, of course, because I love LA as well, as you know. But seeing us there is so highly, highly entertaining. And seeing Carrie experiencing the industry stuff.
Yeah.
It's so good and funny. And it's almost like when we first start really trying different things, right? Mm-hmm. Like we're going to go outside our comfort zone.
Yeah.
But early on, we also have this other very trippy thing that I think I texted you about. Sometimes I have these moments where I'm like, I've got to text Sarah Jessica and ask her if she knows this. And it's always very last minute. But this is in the first season, I believe. This is when you're levitating on Fifth Avenue, which we're very confused about.
Yeah.
And you said you thought you remembered them building a platform. Mm-hmm. And you're wearing this.
That's season 1?
Yeah.
Not the pilot.
No, not the pilot. Not the pilot. Isn't it trippy that like you're walking down Fifth Avenue at night and you levitate?
Who's that?
That is a guy. It's a handsome guy.
Who's that?
I think it's the guy who leaves you money in the morning and you have to debate if you're a prostitute or not. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I do think they built a platform.
And that's what you're just up and they blew some wind at you or something?
Is there narration over this?
Yeah.
Yeah. My guess is yes. They either put a fan on me or somebody had big cards and they were just going like this. Honestly.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing and interesting?
If I watched it, I would be able to tell you exactly what happened, but do
you want to ever watch it? Like, what's your really gut feeling on it?
I think it's too complicated for me. I think I can't.
Just enjoy.
I think I can't. The thing is, I don't have any. Like, I never think back. Oh, I wish we had enjoyed it. So, it's not that I can. It's not that I have fears about, oh, look how wonderful that was. Why didn't I enjoy it? Or why didn't I experience what it was to be doing all of these scenes, whether they worked or not.
Yeah.
Or it's so hard to describe why it makes, I don't know that I don't know. I don't want to go back. I just want it to stay here.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's things that I wish I had done better, I can't touch it. I can't fix it. I can't remedy.
Of course. Right. That's definitely true.
And I think I function best typically, and I'm a super sentimental person, so this seems anathema to what I'm describing, but I'm better in certain circumstances moving forward.
Yeah.
With like this abundance of kind of the kind of feelings I have about it that are almost hard to articulate. Like
Of course.
I loved it so much. Maybe I just don't want to touch it or something. I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it even at its most difficult moments, even the times that it surprised me in its challenge.
Right.
Personal or professional. Like,
yeah.
But I'm thrilled that people love to rewatch it. I couldn't be more grateful.
Yeah.
Or astounded that I get to be a part of this particular kind of history with an audience.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
And personally, just that we can talk about the things we ate or couldn't eat, or, doing a scene and hearing somebody's hip crack, or like all the funny, weird stuff that we have like bundled and found storage for. And piled in more the next season and found more storage in our unit that was full already,
Yes, absolutely true. Absolutely true. I mean, for me, I think previous to doing the podcast, I felt exactly how you felt. Like it was alive in me in my own way, right? Like we have our own experiences, which are different than the audience's.
Yeah.
The joy that I'm getting now, I think partly because originally I had so much anxiety when I would watch it about myself. Not about you guys. I
know. I hear you talk about that, and
what do you think?
I just wish I had known more about the things that were consuming you. Like I wish I mean, you were pretty good at saying the most obvious when you needed help or comfort or someone to say, no, of course that's not real.
Right.
Of course. Right. You didn't do it that way. Of course, you don't look like that in this skirt.
Right.
Of course,
and you did that, and I remember that.
But to hear you articulate all the ways in which you were kind of haunted daily by this sense of, am I yet permanent here? Am I staying? Is this mine? Do I get to be a New Yorker?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure that you even knew at that time what it was that was, in a kind of illness. Like what was the bacteria? Like what got it? I don't know that you could have said at that time.
I don't think I could have.
I had this contract thing and this thing happened and it will take me forever to feel secure. And therefore anything that feels that I'm scared of or uncertain of, or I'm not sure it was good, or was it the third take or the seventh, or this person, like all of that is going to be informed by you not feeling for sure that you're wanted in a place, even though you're seeing examples of you.
Yes.
It doesn't matter.
It took a long time.
It took a long time for you to feel.
Yes.
But I didn't know that, and you would not have said it at the time that you wouldn't have said it that radically.
Well, because I didn't,
and I'm not sure
fully
you
aware.
even were
but
putting
I
it together.
Have wanted to burden you,
right?
You had enough.
Well, or probably burden anybody.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
I mean, you probably didn't even tell Dave, or did you?
Dave knew.
But were you able to really say? But when this happened, it took me this many months to actually believe, or
no,
right?
I didn't have that awareness. I did not have that awareness. And I would go so far as to say that even the contractual part of it, right, also just tapped into a bigger personal thing that I had previous to us ever coming together, right?
Right.
And Michael Patrick said something so interesting to me, I guess last time he came on, or maybe it was in life, I'm not sure, where he said something about how, like, my growth as an actress over time, which obviously we've had this incredible time together, and I do feel like I've been like allowed and cultivated, to grow into myself in such a profound and incredible way, by you, by him, by
by your talent.
Thank you.
The more you have to do.
Yes, but definitely by people having the faith in me, that has helped me, right? But he said something about how in the beginning that like if we were in a take and there was noise that I would be out.
100%.
And then he said he was so proud when we went back to End Just Like that wasn't true anymore.
No.
And I was like, what? That is really bizarre. But that had to do with my nervous system.
Of course it did.
Yes.
Of course it did.
Not like it was affected by us, but it was a previously existing situation.
But that's how all of us behave as humans is the thing that rattled us comes with us until we can prove that thing that rattled us inferior to what we know we can do.
Yeah.
Or be the boss of.
Yeah, or like for me, it felt like you guys having faith in me was like a daily kind of a balm to my hyper vigilant and fight or flight type nervous system that I walked in with, right? That was then stimulated by them saying, oh, by the way, we're going to demote you. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
I know, right? Obviously, it was not exactly like fantastic for me, but it was what it was. And I still had the faith in me that was meant to be there. It's just that the faith was little and the anxiety was big, right? And then there were other things, as you know, the 90s, very hard on all the women and definitely hard on the actresses. I mean, it was not easy.
Yeah.
And people are talking about that now, which I really enjoy, right? I'm like, let's please talk about that because it's not like it's gone.
No.
Right?
It's very different, but it's definitely not gone.
It's not gone. So I think the belief that you all had in me contributed, I might cry again, I'm really sorry, contributed to the slow healing that I needed. And that's the joy.
I'm not sure you were probably even aware of that kind of accumulation of a kind of courage you needed. But I remember if somebody moved, like if they were, over my shoulder to you and behind Joe Collins or whomever at that point, John McDonald or whoever was pulling focus, if a bunch of people moved or one or two did, it was like your eye was like hyper vigilant, and I understood that. I knew that was your nervous system, and never bothered me because I just wanted you to feel okay.
And I knew that.
As you do, but knowing in the practice are so hard to...
I felt it. Like when he said that surprised me. I didn't even know that people noticed. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's all so interesting in so many layers. And that's also just the joy of getting to be together for all of these many years.
You all know each other's things and when to step in and when to help and the ways in which to distract. And
Yes. And it's just joyful. Yeah. I'm going to go back to some pictures.
Okay.
Because these are things where, like, as we've been going along the thing, I'm like, oh my God, what would she say about this, right? Okay, some outfits.
Okay. Yeah, I love that outfit.
Everyone loves this outfit. Could this outfit not walk out right now and be like, just
not on me,
perfection?
but somebody else. 100%. I think it was probably just at Coachella.
Totally.
Yeah, that was a bra from a bra company. It was the one bra that wasn't just a plain nude bra. It was a strapless bra that Pat and Molly had found. And I was like, oh, I could just do that. It had like a animal print on it, I think.
Yeah.
That was a nothing hat, a $2 hat, crossbody. Yeah.
So
I remember
good.
all of it extremely well. Remember the bracelet around my,
Yes, I do.
my arm.
Because I have another picture.
And I think one of the reasons I remember that outfit was that it was such an important episode, and we spent so many days in those outfits.
And so good.
It was
so good in that outfit. I mean, I'm in that episode. See, they're the same. But look at another armband.
Oh, yes. The Mr. De La Renta built that dress for me. I understood later, and I didn't at the time, that people didn't like it, or they criticized it. I guess so. Yeah.
Well, I was unaware.
On the list of like the worst or less cared for Emmy dresses.
Are you kidding me?
I literally didn't care because it was Mr. De La Renta, and I'm sure that was my idea.
I love it so much. This is a
and it had a
beautiful pink
long
dress.
tail on that flower.
Yes. And does it have the year at the top?
No, it doesn't. Oh no, 2000.
2000.
Yeah.
But we had a fantastic time.
We had a great time. We were staying at the Peninsula.
Yes.
Laura Mercier did my makeup.
Yes.
Serge Normand did my hair.
Yes.
Those earrings were borrowed from Fred Layton. Mr. De La Renta built the dress. I'm sure I was wearing Manolos. And the thing about that night, and there's my husband, Matthew.
Yeah.
So handsome, was that when we came back to the Peninsula Hotel, we were all hanging out in the bar.
That dark bar.
And somebody, and I remember Michael Patrick and I were sitting in the front table. We were waiting for everybody else. And someone complimented my makeup. And Laura had told me before I left my hotel room, she said, 24-hour guarantee about my makeup. And it was, I don't know how many hours later,
Wow.
after the whole
so many
thing.
hours.
And waiting for the car and getting back to the hotel
It's a
from
long
wherever
show.
it was.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, God, she was right. 24-hour guarantee.
Amazing.
And I remember Emily Matson, my best friend's daughter, was at the hotel that day while I was getting ready. She was always at the hotel.
Aww.
And she was so little. I have a picture with me and with Emily that day, who was just a tiny little toddler. Yeah.
Okay, wait. This is out of order, but really fun. 2002, not too far.
Corbett.
Right?
Love him so much. I can't wait for him to do your podcast.
From your lips to God's ears.
Aw, I love him.
I love him too.
That dress is Chanel.
I'm not even sure.
That dress is
Black.
Chanel, and
Okay,
it's actually not a dress. I think it's
Pants,
Pants.
maybe, right?
wearing a Chanel bow. That's Loren. For sure.
So Loren has entered our life.
Yes. And yeah, I love that. It was really easy to wear. My guess is, I can't remember how long my hair was when James Wilkie was born. This is, 2002. So
That's the haircut.
is that right after
what you
James
mean?
Wilkie? Was it 2002? It would be, this is the Golden Globes. So this is the top of the year. This is like a month or so before I was pregnant.
You know what I think this is? I think this is the time. Do you remember when Katie Couric would come and interview people for her show? Some show?
No.
Well, so we all, I think that maybe we didn't win as a show, but we had one the year before.
Okay.
Maybe. And we all got together to go backstage, and Katie Couric sits down, and we love Katie, right?
Yeah.
She's like a friend of the show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we sit down and we're all bubbly and it's exciting and we're going to talk to her. And she puts on the hard news face and she says, "What about all the controversy and people not liking the show?" And we were like,
What?
Yeah, exactly.
Because look, it says here I won.
Exactly. And I think we
So
said
somebody
something
liked
to the
the show.
effect.
I'm kidding.
Exactly.
Oh,
Now,
that's so funny.
I know, right? This is you holding your Emmy.
Oh,
2004.
2004. Yeah.
Yes. And I remember that you and Matthew sat next to me, and we have a funny picture of you and me leaning over him, and he just looks like, oh my God, I'm going to kill myself. And we're just like, blah, 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 blah.
Wow. They finally had to give it to me. I'm kidding.
And it was overdue and well deserved.
No.
But when
Doesn't matter.
when I look at season 3 and season 4, and this is why, just selfishly, I hope at some point in your long life that's coming, because this is the main thing I want to say to you. And I think the important thing is that we already have this in ourselves, right? We have our memories, as you're talking about, right? And our memories are separate from the finished show, right? There are memories, and they're priceless and, treasured.
Yeah.
And we have that, and I felt this way before I was rewatching, right? Like I have what I have, and I have what I need, and I love that people come up and talk to me, but I don't necessarily share. Like sometimes they'll say to me, and they're like, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
It's incredible that they remember anything, right?
Yeah.
But what I've gotten as I've been rewatching, a few things, of course. Number one, absolutely floored by how good it is. And yes, it's all over the place sometimes, but it's all good.
Yeah.
It's funny. You fall down. I mean, you fall in the mud. I'm going to show you pictures. You know what I mean? Like, and you're
I
up
love
and
falling.
you're down. I know, and you're so fantastic at it. And we could watch you. They make you fall in the mud over and over again just because it's fun to watch. Do you remember this?
I do remember
Sex
that.
and the Country.
Yes,
Incredible.
I remember that. I remember
Here you
that.
are. Look at you in the mud.
Yes.
I mean,
I fell plenty in the mud.
You fell a lot,
Yeah,
man.
I was super happy to do that.
And it was
no problem.
so great. And you and John going up there to wherever the hell suffering, but I don't know if you were really
we were in, I think we were somewhere in New Jersey, but it was really fun. And we had crew dinners and I loved being on location with our crew so much. I loved it.
Me
Yeah.
too. Me too. I didn't get
Yeah.
to go as often as you, but remember when we went to whatever stood in for the Hamptons, a couple different
Atlantic
places?
No.
Atlantic City was
that
its
was different.
own
Sorry,
thing. Right.
we were not in the Hamptons. We were
Like Far Rockaway?
Yeah, we were west of that far east.
Yeah, we couldn't afford
Yeah,
over there.
No.
Right. But it was always really fun. And then remember
Yeah.
there was the wedding of Julie's character where we also worked all night and we're wearing like fantastic outfits. And you're pregnant.
Julie's character.
Julie Halston's
I was like,
character.
Julie?
Yes, sorry. You were
The
like,
writer had a character. Was she on the show?
No.
And I just don't remember that too.
Julie Halston's
yes,
character.
I
Do
was
you
super
remember
pregnant.
this?
It was our
Yes.
last episode.
Yes.
Because that was the last time I had to cover my pregnancy. And I
Yes.
was wearing a David Dalrymple
Wow.
pink sort of bubble.
Like, yes.
Yes,
it
and my hair was,
dreamy.
I remember my hair was sort of Belle de Jour.
Yes. So good.
Yeah, and she married Nathan Lane.
Yes. Oh my God. It was
And
Nathan.
Cynthia was super pregnant
Yes,
too.
you both were. That was when we were
And
about
she
to go on the
looked-
pregnancy
There's
break.
a picture of us I've seen frequently, and I don't know why, but there's a picture of us from that wedding. She looked so pretty at
You
that
both
wedding.
did. Yeah, you both did.
Loved that.
I mean, me too. Me
Yeah.
too. And we were in
and
New
I didn't
Jersey.
even have to wear
I
a
wanna say.
bra because
Wow.
it was all built in because
Yeah.
he does that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing. Amazing.
Polyester, knit. Anyway.
Totally. All right. I have some other just
Yeah,
funny
yeah.
outfits. So this is also from Sex and the Country. Now,
Oh, wow. Yeah, I remember all that.
do you remember that you leave Aiden in the country, you take the train back to New York, and you have dinner with Big, and you wear that green skirt?
Are you serious?
Yes. I know. I felt the same way watching
Is that where all the
it.
criticism's coming from?
I think
Just
so.
that? No, just
I
kidding.
mean, who knows?
That is a J. Crew shirt that was my own.
Wow.
That I brought in. And that, of course, is a Vivienne Westwood skirt.
From Century 21.
Yep. That's a thrift store top.
Love it so much.
And I can't remember what the bottoms were.
I think they were like little jean shorts or something. This is when you're going to make the pie. And it's
Lord.
also when you squeal
That's
it.
she was gonna make a pie?
You make a whole pie crust.
What?
But then he makes you drop it and you burn your legs. And that's when you finally admit that you hate the country. It's really good.
my God.
And then he really feels like you don't love him because you
Well,
don't
of course she loves him.
understand. Of course. But he
Just
doesn't
kidding.
feel that
Yes.
you do
If I
because
don't love the country enough, if I can't adapt, if I can't get burned and find some ointment,
Yes.
then it's her problem.
Right.
It's not it's not the country's problem.
Definitely. But
Yes.
also I think for him, he has identified himself as this house.
Yes. Yes.
Right? Like he's like, she doesn't see me. She doesn't get me. That's
Yeah.
what he's playing, right?
Yes.
Because he's so good. You
Yes.
know? But
Yes.
also, do you remember when you lost your voice squealing at the squirrel?
Yeah, I have a vague recollection of that.
It was very rare.
Yes,
It
and
was
then we had to shoot the next day.
And you were so stressed
And I was super,
because you never,
I didn't have a
you could not speak.
I didn't have a voice.
Exactly.
I remember shooting this late at night because this was probably on the back end of I bet we were on splits almost.
Yep.
This was sort of like after a bunch of day scenes. This was like the last scene of the night with this skirt.
And you very creatively twirl.
Do I?
You do.
Because I'm sure I just wanted to show off the back end.
And you do it beautifully. It works.
Not my
really
back
well.
end, but the skirt's
no, the
back
skirt.
end.
I
Yes,
know it
yes,
was special.
yes.
It was great. Okay, wait. I have another. Been dying to
Oh
ask
yeah, I love
you.
that outfit so much.
Please
I
explain
love that
how it
outfit
happened.
so much.
I love it so much, guys. This is the one I asked Molly about. Molly
love it
laughed
so
so
much.
hard and called it all kinds of crazy names and said she thought you were trying to break the rules. It's the lavender hose that are pulled up over her shorts, and she also was wearing like basically a Victoria's Secret bra, from what I can
It's a
gather.
Wonder Bra.
It's a Wonder Bra.
It's a Wonder Bra.
I mean,
It's a kind of heliotrope colored Wonder Bra, and I'm sure it was my idea to put those tights on and yank them up because that's how you are. I mean, that's actually how you are at home.
yeah.
That's the truth. And at this point, you know, you can do things like this. Like if you're trying to say something about somebody and you've kind of found your footing and you've articulated with images and her words, then why not do something like this for a scene? I think she's running to try to get her laundry
Yes,
in
the
time.
dry cleaner, and it's
like
closed.
It's it's perfect to run in that.
Yes.
And I love this. And I think that's probably like, if I had to pick one of 3 looks that said, who is Carrie? This would be one of them in a way.
Wow, I love that so
Because you're
much.
inside her apartment and she's walking around her apartment like that.
Yes.
So that feels very real to
What would the other outfits
me.
be?
You'd have to show them to
Possibly
me.
this one?
I didn't like that as much as everybody else. I'll
What?
tell you why. This was the crocheted.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why.
Tell us.
Pardon me. I love the hat and I love the coat and I like how it looks still. But the problem with this is that it was a cotton. It's not that I didn't like what it was. It's just, it's very hard to fit something like that because it's
It moves.
it's a yes.
Yeah.
It's a cotton thread, so it's all natural. So it's not holding a shape. So it was very hard to tailor it with. We try to give you a waist,
Right.
With it's not terribly thick
right.
yarn or string,
Right.
But it's just not. It doesn't have any unnatural fiber in it, so
Right.
it can't hug
And also, it's a long
you.
day of work. I remember things growing during the day.
We were in not Madison Square Park. We were in the Bryant Park.
Yes, and
yes,
it's
and it was
packed
an
with people.
unpleasantly cold day.
Yes.
It's a false spring day.
Yes, it looks
It was
beautiful,
one of
but
those
it was not.
days that there was wind, and you're a little bit in the shadows
Yep.
because of the buildings and the way the sun's moving.
Yep.
Was that the same day that we did Heidi in the same park?
No, I think Heidi was Bryant Park.
It was Bryant Park, though. Yeah,
Was
same
it?
park, right?
Yes, I think
Same
so.
park.
Yes, I think so. So, what do you think of Heidi?
Oh, I love Heidi.
I
will
don't
always
even have
love
a picture
Heidi.
of Heidi. I love Heidi too. I love that whole
Remember,
day.
I asked them to put
Yes,
freckles
the
on my face?
You were so ahead of your time, Sarah Jessica. All the little girls on TikTok do this all
that
the
right?
time. Yes. Oh my God. There's products you can buy now in the
No.
store. Yes. Gemma wants them.
Are they unsafe?
No. I'm just like,
They're just a
really?
frivolous.
Yes. I'm
Yes.
just like, okay.
There must
Okay.
be something she could use in your kitchen
Oh,
instead.
listen, in my bathroom, you know,
Oh, yeah, I
own
remember
every
that too.
product.
I remember that. We were walking,
Ever.
I think, walking on the Upper West Side, I think.
Yes, it's a good walk and talk.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, I'll put the belt there.
Really?
Yeah.
Did it come like down on the skirt and you just took it off the skirt?
It's the same.
It is, right?
It's not.
It's not.
It's not a matching belt, I don't
Wow. What episode does it say at the top?
think. Season 4, episode 15? Yeah, people had a lot of feelings about that
Oh,
belt.
I love it so much.
And I loved it. I was like, why not?
yeah.
I don't know. When you're working with Pat and Molly at this point, it's like all's fair.
Yeah.
Try everything.
yes.
And so many times people ask me in interviews, do you regret? I'm like, I regret none of it.
Yeah,
I regret,
definitely.
Je ne regrette rien.
Definitely. So wait, what are the other 2 outfits if we had to pick 3 for Carrie?
I should have an answer prepared.
It's a toughie. Okay, wait, I have some ideas.
Okay.
Personally love beyond belief.
I don't think that's really Carrie, though.
Okay. I mean, I just love
It's a beautiful
how it
dress.
looks.
And that dress
Yeah.
is
Bajli Mishka, I
Bajli
think,
Mishka, yeah.
which is really fun to think about.
It's like trying something on,
Yeah.
but it doesn't,
Yeah.
I think,
It doesn't
really.
quintessentially.
Yeah, and I
create
love that
her.
scene so much. And what I love about that scene, first of all, once again, is John Corbett's acting, which I just think is
Incredible.
just sublime. And that's why I wish he would do your podcast. But
I love you so much right now.
those are the same earrings from Fred Leighton. But what I really love about this scene is that we were shooting it. I don't know if you've heard this story. And they're over the shoulder at me on my side I'm on a apple box as
Right.
always because he's so tall.
Right.
And I felt like I wasn't getting the scene right. Like I just wasn't getting it right. And Michael was far away. Whoever was directing was pretty far away. Alan Taylor. I felt like really messed up and they didn't cut. They were far away. They couldn't be there because of the shots.
Right.
And so I was just stopping the script. I was stopping the words as written and just saying and exhortations and things. And Michael used all that, which really suits the scene.
It's so good. Yes.
Because I'm I'm not getting this right. I'm not doing this.
You were having the same experience that Carrie was having.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And so that's what I really remember about the scene as like, oh, Michael, you crafty.
So crafty, so crafty. Wait, I realized that I didn't tell you the end. I'm going to show you 2 other dresses, but
Sure.
I did not tell you the end of one of the things that I've realized from rewatching, and it's kind of obvious, but I'm just going to say it because it's powerful. For me, it was powerful. I had 2 weeks off. I was traveling from the podcast, right? And then I came back and I had to rewatch a couple, to catch up. And I had like a physical sensation of warmth when I turned it on.
Oh, wow.
And I thought, this is what everyone feels.
Oh, wow.
It was amazing.
Yeah, like when people try to describe their experience watching it or what it makes them feel like.
And it's intangible in a way, right?
Yeah.
Like there was a long time where I was like, oh, it's the colors, it's the this, it's the that, it's the pithy, it's the, the dialogue, and it's all those things, of course. But there's something that we created, and I think it has to do with the acceptance, with the found family theme, with the lack of judgment, that you feel enveloped when you watch it. It's so
so nice to
powerful.
hear.
And it made me feel, of course, that I'm with us.
Yeah.
Because, of course, I know us.
Yeah.
Which I'm so lucky. But I also feel like what we made is so strong that that's how people feel, which explains so much about when people come up and hug us.
Yeah.
Which I remember when it first started. And I was like, oh, my God, what is happening? Right. I mean, it's beautiful, but it's also just like you're in your day and you're not expecting it. And you forget. Right. You know what I mean? And it's also, I understand it so much more deeply.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think it's important. It feels
that
important
maybe
for
if
me.
I watched it, I would understand. I mean, I hope I communicate that I understand, if not for that reason, but for other reasons.
Yes.
But that's very interesting.
It was a physical sensation.
That's really
and I've
amazing.
been on a weekly, right? So I've been in it, and then I was away from it, and I went back, and I was like, oh my God.
Wow. That's really nice to hear.
It's so good to be a part of it, right?
Yeah.
And it's also like, I think what we were saying earlier, and then just to put a button on it or whatever, like we had a bit of almost like naivete and we were at the right time, but the fearlessness with which it is all done, and every department, I mean, every single department, right? Like just firing on all cylinders, right?
Yeah.
But in terms of the acting, and you may never be able to feel yourself this personally experience this about yourself. I know it's very hard for me to feel this way about myself, but when I can watch you, I can feel this. It is so naked. Like when you have these breakups and these layered, you've got Big, you've got Aiden, you've got, we had Jazzman, what's his name?
Oh, Craig Bierko?
Yes, he's so great. He was so much fun. I mean, you're just so you're so present and layered at all times.
Oh, that's nice to hear.
It's amazing.
That's nice.
It's really, and I love you, and I think you're incredible. But every time I'm like, oh my God, like it just gets better and better.
Oh, that's so nice.
And deeper and deeper.
Well, that's so nice to hear, and I will say that when Corbett came back to do And Just Like That, he said he had been terrified. I don't know if he's shared this with you, but he was like, I think he was afraid of watching, the original, his stuff, from his entry on. And then he said, he'd been so happy, and he said, you really got to watch it because it's so good.
It's true.
And I was so happy he was feeling, because he's
also hard on himself.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he could really appreciate how great he was.
I'm so glad, because he really is great.
Isn't he?
He is incredible.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, two other things, and then I'm going to have to stop. Richard Tyler.
Yes, in the water.
And
so Molly says we had 2 of them.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
And I just wonder where they are. Do you think one is in your storage?
No, they took them back.
Oh,
yeah, that means they took it back.
The pain.
But for every dress that a designer rightfully asked for back, we have something else.
Of course.
So even though it's incomplete,
right,
there are some holes or like some missing teeth.
Of course.
It is it's like a really good, template of everything Pat and Molly did.
Yeah, and it's saved on film.
Yeah.
And you're falling in the most beautiful and embellished
We rehearsed over and over that day. Yeah. So what they did is they had that whole crew had gotten there, a couple hours before us. And I'll try to tell the story really quickly. And they had set up as best they could, sort of to scale and to height, meeting to fall, so that everything could be done. We could be sure of everything in advance of the hopefully one take. So they had these big pads, fall pads, like stunt pads, big pillows, right?
Yes.
And they had, let's see, it'd be lower, right? So they had, one was here to here.
Like the dock to the water.
Correct.
Got it.
And we just practiced falling, like talking, falling. And well, no, if you do that, then I might not fall this way, but maybe I should do that. Don't hold on to me there. Do hold on to me here.
Wow.
I remember, Dawn, as soon as the light came up when it was light enough to rehearse. Well, if you go in that way, then I'm going to turn this way away from you. Like everything was as close to mimicking real
as you could,
body reaction.
Yeah.
So that when we did it, and I don't know if they had 3 or 4 cameras that day, is my guess, but they had to be smart about that too, because they want it from every angle, so you can't get a quick sighting of a camera,
right?
And those were bigger cameras then, right? But it was so much fun, and I did cut myself, and I did have to get a tetanus shot.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you remember that this is when we had our Blackberries?
Yes.
And at some
Who gave you a
point-
Blackberry?
You did. Thank you.
I didn't have a lot of them. I was
Thank
like,
you.
who would really want this?
Oh my gosh,
Kristin
you
Davis.
made my life. You made my life. I mean, also it was just the best time to be on the set and be texting you. It was really
I wish
fun.
we had all those.
I know.
Remember,
I do
all you
have
have to do
one.
is type. I have them. I just don't have the messages.
Right, me neither, because they're gone. Or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
Rim, made by a company called Rim.
Rim.
Yes, out of like Waterloo, Canada or something. Yes.
Yes, you had the connection, man. You were on it. She's on it on all the things.
No,
She was
no.
on this. Yes. No, you had it on your little belt. It was the cutest thing in the
Well, because the OR might call. I might be called into surgery at any time.
Totally. So the day of this, I was not working, but I knew you had to do it. I remember feeling anxiety about it and excitement also, right? It was in the park, so it was near me. And I remember at some point, maybe I had to come in later, maybe you just texted me, or maybe it was the next day, but paparazzi had been around and had gotten a picture that they felt was, revealing.
Oh, really?
Do you remember this? Mm-mm. Interesting. To me, I remember it as being so completely horrifying. And you were like, they don't have anything. And I said, are you sure? I was so panicked for you.
Did they?
No.
Oh, okay.
They did not. I think that they wanted money.
Oh, wow.
But you were knowledgeable. You were on it. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Well, was it see-through when I got wet?
It was somehow.
It suggested that
Yes.
that you're seeing a lot because of the nature of that chiffon.
Yes. And then it did get wet, and you had a nude color.
Yeah, I did. That's true.
On,
that's
so
true. That's
they
true.
were perceiving that as skin, but you were like,
Legitimate.
no.
Yeah.
I was wearing that thong. You
Yeah,
were
of course
fine.
I was.
I was like,
Casabella.
definitely.
Yes.
I think
Cotton
I'm wearing
lycra.
one now. So you
Pat
forever
Fields.
changed my life. Pat and you have forever changed my life.
You gotta
in
get
many
the
ways.
Casabella. I was like, I've never
Exactly.
worn anything like that in my life. I'd only ever worn like Carter's underwear.
No way.
And then eventually Calvin Klein when we all stood in line at Bloomingdale's when they came
yes,
out.
those bras.
It was the men's brief that I was like,
Well, yes, I never could pull that off.
Yes,
I
you
could
could.
not. No, I could not.
Nonsense.
I thought you were the Cosabella connection. I didn't know Pat would put you. Wow.
she said there was a lingerie shop on University between, I think, 9th and 10th on the east side of the street that had beautiful bras. I think they had Marquette
Ooh.
and Cosabella.
Yeah.
They were thongs, not G-strings, right? thongs.
I think in the beginning they
mine
were
wasn't a
G-strings, maybe, because there were some where they had just skinny mesh at the back, but then they went to just a string.
Oh, no. I didn't wear those. Oh, no. You got to draw the line.
I love it that we draw the line anywhere. Okay, wait. This is my last one, but I have to talk about the Dior for a second. The
that
dream,
dress is amazing.
The dream. Now, there's this whole drama that I did text you about.
Yes.
Where it's unclear if there's one dress or two dresses
I
and
think
where they live.
So they live at Dior. Dior has them. They had it back right away. We never had the Dior dress.
Got it.
So that when we had to borrow it and just like that, we think it wasn't the same dress anyway.
Got
that
it.
the print might not have been the exact same.
Yes.
But that is one of the dresses that we returned immediately. What I love about that dress is the way we got to shoot it on Park Avenue. I think she's crossing Park Avenue.
Coulter.
Is Alan Coulter
slow-mo.
knows how to use that camera, and that was that long lens, and that's like the ways in which we, could we have imagined it? No, because really nobody else, even Law and Order, which was really cool. Like they were showing a city and shooting it like a movie for sure. It was one camera cinema.
But it was a very different
very
movie.
different.
Yeah.
And a procedural. So they had things they had to do.
Right.
And those are kind of rules. Like it's like if you're going to make a Sauvignon Blanc, you have to use a certain grape. But we didn't have any of those rules. And so all these guys that were using the camera really, really well. I mean, kind of Charles McDougall and who'd you just say?
Alan Taylor, Alan Coulter.
Alan Coulter loved that camera.
Oh my God.
Loved that freaking camera.
Such a genius.
And the camera crew became so important in our show. Like they were superstars. They were like
They really were.
revered.
Yes.
Our sound mixer always
Oh my
revered
God.
because the ways in which they had to hide mics and
TJ.
TJ and Kim.
Oh, yes. The mics were in some crazy places, you guys.
Anyway, that shot with the Dior dress was kind of like you pick a dress for that reason, but we didn't know what the camera could do with it.
Right.
And when we allowed all that traffic to pass and all the pedestrians and where it was in the story, like what it was doing to support the story, it's just,
Right.
and the hair was like really wild and the Carrie necklace. So that it's like, it just
All of
all
it.
was like hand in glove.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's
And I'm
the
glad it
kind
was
of
that
joy.
dress.
Oh my God, me too.
Yeah.
That's the joy when you look back. And it, to me, I mean, I knew intellectually that we were doing something different. And I knew I loved it so much, obviously, but I didn't understand everything that you just said at the time, right? So looking back on it, and also like it's incredibly cinematic.
Yeah.
Like in a very
really
different,
cool.
it breaks molds of all kinds, right?
I'll tell you one other quick thing is that there was, there used to be in the New York Times a supplement that was, and I think you'll remember this, and a lot of New Yorkers will, but it was a TV guide.
Yeah.
And it was a decent size. It was
Big.
like this.
Yeah.
And it was the TV shows for the week, including your VHS numbers to program in so you could tape a show. Yeah. And we were on the cover of the New York Times TV guide. And it was a picture that Craig had shot that we'd been looking at recently. And it's kind of an ugly dress. It's like a mustard or ochre colored dress. She's wearing like a Bordeaux colored leather jacket. She's leaving someplace where some guy's apartment where she couldn't find her stuff, or she had spent the night someplace. And
Interesting.
it's not a really pretty, she's got like a kind of crocheted green. None of it is
Interesting.
really pretty.
Okay.
But it's a picture that Craig shot, who was our unit.
Craig Blankenhorn, who
Craig
we love so
Blankenhorn,
much.
who's just so gifted.
Brilliant.
And when I saw that picture, I was so excited, first of all, that the New York Times had picked us to
Yeah.
be, because, the
Yes.
New York Times.
Dream.
But the picture that Craig took was from far away and kind of high. So I think maybe there were a leaf fall, something, there's some atmospheric thing. It's lower fifth, and the camera pulls way back.
Ooh.
And when I saw that, in my head and in my heart, I was like, oh, that's what we're doing. Okay,
Oh.
that's what we're doing.
Interesting.
Because you could kind of feel the camera, but if you weren't looking at everything all the time, you wouldn't
You don't know.
know it in the same
Yeah,
way. But
yeah.
that picture of Craig's telling me what we were doing.
Yes.
I was really proud of
Yes.
what the crew was able
To pull off.
to create.
Yes,
like
to
the portraits
create,
and the
yes.
tableaus that they were doing.
I just thought of one thing when you talked about the leaf. I hope it's okay if I ask you one more question because it's something
Of
that I
course.
don't know the answer to, and we're coming up to it in the rewatch.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember after 9/11, you and Willie went out on the street?
We shot. I was in a Vivienne Westwood dress.
Yes.
And Manolo Blahnik shoes. And we were shooting by what is now APC.
Yes.
It was a restaurant at the time. And we shot a whole scene, and we have pictures of that scene. That scene was cut. And I don't remember, you know who will know that? Michael Patrick will have all the answers.
Because
it was on Perry and West 4th.
Wow.
Yeah, so we were probably shooting other scenes that day at Carrie's stoop.
It doesn't exist, and this is why I was unsure.
So it must have been part of the scenes was it part of
I Heart New York?
I Heart New York, which was post 9/11, which has before the monologue she has about when he goes off to Napa, she has that very prophetic monologue about
you
passing.
recorded that before, correct?
Correct.
That's what's insane.
Correct.
And I think that also threw me off.
Correct.
Everyone thinks that we filmed that after, but we did not. We filmed it before, which is just Michael Patrick being prescient and
I 100%.
Okay, got it.
Because when September 11th happened and I realized what I'd said, I said to Michael Patrick, we're going to use it? He said, yeah, absolutely. He said, it's so, So
amazing.
That scene with Willie, me and Willie was
would have been in that.
In that one?
Got cut.
Michael Patrick will know exactly which show it was in.
Got it. This makes sense. This makes sense. Because for me,
it was nice
I've
weather.
never been sure. It's just beautiful. The pictures are beautiful.
Yeah.
And the dress is beautiful.
I know that dress was amazing.
So good.
Yeah.
So good. Okay, cool. There's so many
I'll see you in a few
things.
months.
I don't know.
We barely scratched the surface. Of course
if you're
I am.
willing, I know we barely scratched the surface. I know you
I'm
did,
here
but
when
I
you
don't
ring.
wanna, I know you are,
No,
but I
I
don't
mean
want
it.
to overstep my.
You're not. Let me say on the record right now.
Okay.
If you don't ask me, I would be hurt.
Oh.
And if I can do it, I'll be here,
baby.
I have one more outfit.
I think you have.
You'll
more.
have a similar shirt, as
Love
you
it.
well know.
Love it, love it, love it, love it. I know the shirt well. Well, great, because I have other things. I have so many things that I
We'll see
forever
you.
wanna
We're
ask
going to be around and available for a while longer.
Fantastic, because we missed Cynthia this time because she's in
Right,
Albany.
'cause she's in Albany
right, So we
shooting.
need to come back for Sin.
Okay.
And it was so great
Then
to
when
have
you
the
come
girls
back,
on
we'll
yesterday.
shoot and we'll have dinner. The three
It
of
makes
us will
me
have
so
a
happy.
meal.
Oh my God, let's have a meal.
Because we did last.
I know. I think I wasn't.
time.
I don't even think I was here for the podcast when we had that meal.
Oh, you weren't here for the podcast?
I don't know what the hell I was doing, but I was here and it was really fun.
Okay,
it
we'll
was
do
such a
another
good
one.
meal.
Yeah, it was a really good meal. Love you, Kristin Davis.
I love you, Sarah Jessica Parker. My dream, my angel.